How do you teach patients to make good food choices?
uh, Most important aspect of about all the weight management is really making good food choices, not just while during the weight loss program, but to make this change for lifelong. Now at that time we give real importance of that the life is just right now, so don't worry about future part, but just every moment make sure that you are aware when you're making food choices. So what happens, for example, we try to train them from the beginning that now onwards, using your new mind, we can't replace your brain, but we can replace the contents of the thoughts and the processes that you use in your mind. So when you leave this place, you want to have a new mind. You want to believe that yes, I can do it. I'm already thinner, I'm healthier, I can make food choices and control your mind. So what is most important for about food is making healthy good food choices. So one most important thing that we tell them to allow themselves, use the power of allowing. So for example, you are out and you see donuts and ice cream or cake. Do not say, don't get afraid of it. Say, oh, I can't eat this. I'm trying to lose weight, or I'm on diet, or I'm making choices. Because when you say, I can't eat this, or I cannot have it, it means deep inside you subconsciously saying that I really want it, but I can't have it. It means that you haven't changed really deep inside. We want you to change deep inside. So we advise you now onwards that instead of saying and thinking this way that I can't eat this ice cream, say clearly in your mind, I can have this ice cream. I don't want this ice cream. So what is the difference here, can't and don't? Can't means you are actually not allowing yourself, but you still wanting it. And when you use I don't want it, means using your free will. And free will is the most powerful thing over the mind. So now you're controlling mind. And now when you feel that you allowed yourself, you're not actually keeping away from yourself, depriving yourself, that sensation, that feeling of deprivation will go away. Whenever people start any kind of weight loss program, they feel deprived. And that pressure of deprivation makes them quit the program very fast, or they don't want to start in that first phase. So the deprivation feeling has to get out. Always say I can eat anything, but I choose healthy food. So I can eat anything says you are allowing yourself with the full power of allowing. But I choose using the power of free will that comes from the cerebral cortex frontal part, using your free will for that moment. But I focus, and you say that I can eat anything, but I choose healthy food. So now you're focused on healthy food, you're focusing on things, and as we discuss what you focus in your mind, that becomes your life experience. So it will naturally will happen that you will come into contact of people who are actually choosing healthy food just like you. More healthier food will come. Automatically unhealthy food will start disappearing from your life, and you will not experience that. And you will feel easy with the food choices. Second thing, we suggest that when they go out, have something before they go out, so they already have some food, preferably nuts that secrete some hormone in the gut that actually suppresses appetites by different mechanisms. So the gut hormones we want to use here as well to suppress the appetite. But for gut hormones to work, we have to chew slowly, because sometimes we eat so much fast that before the gut hormones secretes from the gut and goes to the brain, we already had more than 100% of the food. So that's a problem. So we advise that eat slowly. When you go to the restaurant, always have your menu in your mind rather than looking at the menu. See what happens when you look at the menu, you start visualizing again that food will taste good, and then you will not be able to stop yourself. And that's the way how commercial works on the TV. What commercial, when you see the commercial of any restaurant with the vapor and hot food, you visualizing already like you are tasting, and body secretes chemicals at this moment, that as if you are eating that food and enjoying it, and you will be wanting it more because body secretes chemicals for that already, so you crave it more. But if you don't see, you don't visualize it, then it will be less problem. We also suggest patients that when they go for shopping in the grocery store, they should purchase the things from the outer perimeter. So there is fruits, vegetables, fresh preferably, and meat if they are non-vegetarian, and not to go into the aisles at all, because that's where all the processed food are. It may have a low calorie, low fat, but maybe high sugar, low sugar, but it's best to avoid fresh. So that's one important thing. Any food that is actually coming fresh and also near from your place and not been manipulated, that's best for health and nutrition. Last but not the least, most important thing, that we still do mistakes while making food choices. We address not to develop a guilt feeling. What happens when you have done a mistake and you feel guilty? You go into negative frequency all the way down. When you are feeling guilty with that negative emotions, your frequency is about 30 to 40 as per quantum physics, and that will attract a lot of negative things, and you may end up doing with this negative mind more mistakes. So you start fresh, forget past, stay in the moment, and come back to your new decision that I'll make good choices with the food. Second thing, what happens that if you have to go to the party, or if you have to do some attend some gathering, and you know that you're gonna drink a little bit of wine or beer, or gonna eat some unhealthy food, at that time allow yourself consciously that you're gonna do it. Then when you go in for the mistake consciously, you can come out easily. But if you do subconsciously, you're not aware you're doing it, then you cannot come out. Then it will prolong for a long time. It's very important fact. People need to realize that we have sometimes circumstances, sometimes decisions are based on circumstances, not our choice. In that case, allow yourself, make a choice that I'm gonna eat unhealthy food, and understand at that time that it is gonna give you pleasure only. It does not give you long-lasting happiness. So there's a difference between the pleasure and happiness. When we eat unhealthy food, we just got pleasure. We just get pleasures only. And what is the difference between the pleasure and happiness? Pleasures are short-lived, and that pleasure feeling happens because we are feeding our 5 special senses: touch, taste, smell, hearing, and tasting. These senses work only with the change in their threshold. So even if you eat good food every single day, same food that is your best liking food, you will not like it after some time. Why? Because the senses work with the change. They enjoy change. So you cannot have same person in your life for a long time continuously. You need a break, you need a space. So that's why sometimes children don't want to hang out with their parents all the time. They want space. Everybody needs space. Same way, you have to keep changing the things. In healthy food choices also, you need to make different food choices different time, so you don't get bored with the same food again and again. So it's a very important thing, and that helps to understand and realize that they have power to make good food choices.